Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer, directed once again by Tim Story, and it stars basically the same cast, including some new ones here and there. The film follows Reed and Sue are about to start to get married, but it's not till a potential threat called the Silver Surfer is planned to destroy Earth, and the Fantastic Four must stop the Silver Surfer before a disaster is about to occur. Now, basically, this film has been really talked about. It's not as much as the first one, but this one is something interesting about this one. I cannot describe how I feel about it. Now, I grew up with this film. I did like it, just like the first one. I had fun with it. It's funny, it's enjoyable, very entertaining. But as a movie, looking back on it, I like the first one a little bit more. But I don't hate this one. I don't hate it as many people do. I know a lot of people didn't like it because of the whole Galactus thing, which we'll get to that soon enough. For honesty, I would say it was fine. It's alright. It's better than the 2015 one. I would rather take this over the 2015 movie. But I would say it's definitely a bit of a step down. Some improvements in certain areas, which I will say the acting all around is good. And I will say this, Jessica Alba as Sue Storm, she's a lot better this time around. I think because she has a lot more to do here than she did in the first one. Because the first one, she's a little bit stiff and wooden. Even though there are a couple of moments she does show she's capable enough. But this one, she's a lot better here. She's a little bit more to do. And of course, the rest of the cast, from Ioan Gruffudd, Chris Evans and Michael Chiklis are just fun to watch. They're great actors. They're fun. They're the highlight, like I always said, they're the highlight of these movies. But as far as everything else, Julian McMahon as Victor Von Doom returns after the first one ended. Doesn't get much to do besides helping out the team, but until at the very last minute, they betrayed and of course turns evil again, which of course is Doctor Doom. What do you expect? He doesn't get much to do besides getting his ass kicked by Johnny Storm while using all these four of his powers by knocking off the surfboard and of course fall in the water, and that was it. Kind of wasted Doctor Doom a little bit. But as far as this, I will say the fun part is when Johnny Storm has been made contact with Silver Surfer, and of course when he starts developing that he can transfer powers to other characters. Especially this one scene that I always like for some reasons is when Sue Storm touches Johnny and she turns into fire, and basically she's been lifted up, and of course you do get to see her, well, naked. Well, you keep it PG-13 or PG, to which we wouldn't let us see her naked, but you do see her naked in the film, which, I'm not gonna lie, I went to watch that scene, I kind of go, yeah, I kind of like that. I kind of liked it. Yep. Little Ross liked it, but Big Ross likes it a lot. But that being said, there's some fun parts, and of course, when Ben touches Johnny, he turns into human, he's got the fire flames, and Johnny becomes the rock monster, which, that scene there is hilarious. Every time that scene comes on, I couldn't help but laugh. That scene is just so watchable to enjoy. And of course, we do have a new character in the film, Silver Surfer, played by Doug Jones, and of course, Laurence Fishburne does the voice of the Silver Surfer, or Norton Red, as his real name is. He was really good, and Silver Surfer himself looked amazing. He looks like his comic accuracy, and of course, he worked alongside with his mentor, or his master, the Galactus, which, let's just get this one out of the way. Galactus is not Galactus what you saw from the animated stuff or the comics or the upcoming Fantastic Four First Steps movie that's coming out, which is going to introduce the proper Galactus. What Galactus we've got is a cloud. I kid you not. Galactus is a cloud in this film. That is nothing like Galactus. What the frick are they thinking? That is nothing like Galactus. Can you just make something just like the comics? Can you just do it right? And yes, there are some couple of cringy jokes here and there, but most of the humor I did laugh. There are some couple of funny moments. It's mostly Johnny and Ben. They're the ones that made me laugh the most, especially when Johnny's making fun of Ben's girlfriend, Alicia, played by Kerry Washington, which I never mentioned this in the first Fantastic Four review. Kerry Washington as Alicia, who is basically a character who's blind in the film. She was actually really good. I think she's a really good girlfriend to Ben. And of course, you do get a moment where Johnny actually making fun of Ben and asking, how do you and her, just...
That's none of your business.
Okay, all right, I'm just concerned. I'd hate to wake up one morning and find out she was killed in a rock slide.
I'll show you a rock slide.
I don't know, that scene always make me laugh. It's probably the most funniest scene or the most hilarious moment. And of course, you do have some fun scenes. The action in here is a little bit better than the first one, but even though there's not much action or exciting scenes, it's mostly just, fun, just enjoyable entertainment. But I wish they could have done more with it. There's some potential in this film. They could have done a little bit better in certain areas. And of course, how they handled the whole executed story. And of course, you do get a moment with Sue and Reed where basically have the moment that they want to become normal after the whole crisis is over, after the whole Silver Surfer stuff is done. They can move on and become just an ordinary family, and you'll have kids and move out the back of the building, start living as a family, which they could have done it in a way, but I wish they could have done a little bit more because they did feel a bit rushed with the arc. It's not until the very end say, we can't run away from our responsibilities, that's why we're here. If it wasn't for us using these powers, we'd not be here to save the day or save the planet, which, again, that's the same thing. That being said, Fantastic Four Rise of the Silver Surfer is definitely not as amazing as the first Fantastic Four movie. It definitely felt a little bit underwhelming, but I would say for the most part, I think it's fine. It's passable entertainment. There are some good stuff here and there, and the music score is really good. Tim Story's direction is fine. It's very basic, very standard. There's nothing groundbreaking. It's just overall not great, but I wouldn't call it a terrible movie by any means, but it's just wasn't amazing. But I will take this over the 2015 version any time of the day. I will say that. I'll rather take this raw watch because at least there's some fun things to like about it. There are some things to take away from, but there are some things to enjoy. But it could have been better, but I've seen far worse from this. I'm going to give Fantastic Four Rise of the Silver Surfer a C. Overall, guys, comment down below and tell me what you think of Fantastic Four Rise of the Silver Surfer. Do you love it? Do you like it? Do you think it's alright? Or do you hate it? Whatever the case is, comment down below and tell me what you think. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Until next time, see ya.